Wednesday, December 15th, 2021. I made him pause his sound podcast or something for a second. Just so I could get as much. Oh, hello. Oh, and then we've got Pico, Vincent. Look at Vincent. And we got the Hellion. Oh, right on cue, Chai. That's Chai. And we've got home office, afternoon home office going on right there. Need to get him a laptop. Was it a laptop? It's something he got me years ago that was crap, but there's better ones now. What is it? The laptop.
Yeah, like a laptop case. It's like
for your
one of those
for
bed
when you
tables.
yeah. Except they have better ones now. I think he got me one from after my hysterectomy, but it didn't work out. But it didn't. So look at them all being good, including the human. Look at that. Look at that. I'll just see. Try not to show you the really dirt. Like this one. That's just a dirty cat on top of clothing. Look at that. Kitty. She's so cute. Why is she so cute? They're all cute. Even Chai. Like, Chai's just... Look at that. She just... It's her tail... Her tail just... Her tail's just... And those boys just... Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go now. I'm working on the video for the 1st of December to the 14th, so this is the start of the next video. See, it's sort of a blah day, and I don't have it on video, but earlier it was just the sound of sirens and that sort of thing. Sort of, all the leaves are gone from the windy days. It's colder, and today was payday for him, and tomorrow is my payday. So thankfully, the two fell really close together, but I still had to be smart with. And I wasn't. No, but I had to be smart for making sure. But he got paid, and I'm continuing with the budget book. Well, I don't know how it's really... It's not budgeting, it's just keeping track of everything. And so what I did was put the bills down that we paid. And it was ouchy. Paying for my dad's phone, the connection stuff made it about $80 more than it will be a month. But we got that done. Couldn't pay the full amount on Visa except for the... minimum balance requirement, and we're gonna pay more later on the 24th when he gets his other pay from the second job. We'll pay that then. See, there's the sound of sirens. I paid what my minimum credit card wanted, not my minimum, my owing, but that won't have me above zero because it's end of month fees. End of year annual fees before Christmas. Not that we're having one. But you know what I mean? Like, no wonder it's tough for people that don't have extra money. So, as you can see, this is the highlighter is to remind me of all the important things. So it's still each week by week with so yeah, tomorrow is like more bills, but what I have left over, and then I adjusted so we could buy some groceries today. Put money toward rent, put money on the one credit card, put money on his credit card, just trying to, right now it's still like pay to get to above zero, and then later I'll be working on things. And then tomorrow, depending on how much money is left over, I think about $70. That's what he needs to get from No Frills. Toilet paper, coffee, I like Oakley. Stuff for lunches, like his sandwich meat or whatever. Cat food is the most important, that and toilet paper. And I'm hoping for some Daiya cheddar cheese and maybe some Triscuits, but We got food today, so we're pretty good. But that's like the toilet paper and the cat food's necessary. So, it's stressful to like, but you feel thankful. And then he had there was a work meeting, and yeah, there's no Christmas bonus, nothing from, the first job. The bonus is having the job, I guess. So there you go, ta-da. But there's no, thanks for working during a global pandemic. Here's a gift card. There's nothing, not even that. So it's just sort of like they addressed, oh yeah, we realized that inflation and blah blah blah, the cost of living is higher. But basically, while that was touched upon, they're going to look at it in the new year regarding raises. They were mostly the guy sounded a little put off, like, yeah, we know other companies are paying more kind of thing. But, and if you read between what he was saying, he was basically saying, and it's just ridiculous that they pay so much more. Yeah, it just sort of was what it was. Basically nothing to help people. So, yeah, afterward, you could submit your thoughts afterward anonymously, and I think he had a few things to say regarding how the second job helps us not have to go to the food bank. And if you work a full-time job, you shouldn't have to go to a food bank. But that's how it is now, isn't it? And that shouldn't be how it is. We shouldn't be accepting it. Just waiting for that housing crisis to happen here, the housing boom to burst, the bubble to burst, because you can't have houses be the median of $700,000 for houses. That's not sustainable. And could you imagine the property taxes? People who originally paid $100,000 to $200,000 for a house that's now worth almost $1 million. How? I guess from what I read, the debt that people now have that they're piling onto their house is just insane and not sustainable. So, it kind of lends perspective to our situation, like when it feels, it just feels like, especially today, like a lot, money come in, money go out. But even when looking at our bills, of course we're still paid to pay, but it's going to get easier with the second job. That I know we can't count on, but it still helps make a huge difference. And if we think about it, we're fortunate that way, and I'm just gonna try to do better with our keep doing okay, Yeah. Sorry about the tapping. It's just so you can. I'm practicing. A perk of his job the part-time job has been copious amounts of a drink that can come home, and that's both great and unfortunate. I have not been dipping into that, but it is something that not a good idea for me with the anxiety meds I'm on, but I could see me needing to loosen up a bit. But we'll see. I'm trying not to turn to that. So yeah, we're halfway through the month. December 15th. Tomorrow is my payday because it's a Thursday. And then the next payday is 24th for the part-time, which is the day where we can fix a few things depending on how much he makes, as far as maybe get some treats. And then, because it's Christmas Eve, he'll be working holidays with the second job, which he actually likes holiday pay, so that works out great. And then it's less depressing than being at home with that no money to be able to afford to have Christmas anyway. and doing nothing is just more stressful. So actually him working is better than that. And then what is the other thing? Then the final pays, our pays are close together again. I think I'm paid on like the 30th or something. I think that's the next payday. That is my. Is that because if I'm paid tomorrow, Thursday, yeah, then I'm paid on the 30th. I had 3 pays this month. So I'll be paid on the 30th, and then he's paid on the 31st by his main job. Is the one that keeps us housed. So then rent and all that gets paid with the money I'll have set aside to help make that work from these pays. Yeah, so there you go. Like, I think we're gonna be okay. We just gotta keep going. Yeah. I've been playing Elite Dangerous. And I've got I don't want to make the internet slow down right now, but you can see Series in Space. It doesn't get as many views on YouTube, but I'm not worried about it. But the next episode I put together from Twitch, and from my Twitch downloads, because it broke. I lost connection 3 times or whatever when I was having the most fun in the rover thingy, or what is it, a Scarab or something. I mean, I think of it like a rover, but that I need to upload. It's 4 hours of Series in Space, and then this is the vlog from the 1st of December to the 14th. So I'm nearly done it, and then I will export it to the desktop, and then it'll be yet another video that I should have uploaded this week. So this is the start of the 15th to likely the 31st of December, with New Year's Eve being its own vlog, bringing in the new year. I'm just having this. I'm gonna work on an ASMR video. Like, it'd be like this. Like, there's ASMR videos where they do this. Except they make it look better. Because they have prettier fingers. And maybe they're wearing a ring. I'm gonna go with that. But they don't have the background noise. And they go like that. See? So let me know. Like, I'm gonna work on those because I want to do those. We'll see. Anyway, take care. Was that weird? Did that weird you out? Was that weird? Was that weird? Okay, bye. Look at how the sky looks. Where the clouds are. It's supposed to be warmer. It's still cold, but it's gonna get a little bit warmer. And then we're supposed to get rain. Look at that. It's quite a dramatic sky. There's a blog TO in the email, like a newsletter thing about how part of a panel of glass that's on where the elevators go up and down that phallic symbol, the CN Tower, how it fell from the sky to the ground, from the thing to the ground. So it's where you're viewing, where you go up in the elevator and you can view out, see the view as you go up and down the elevator. I've been in those. I mean, like I said, years ago I worked there a couple times for the photography companies that were there at the time, like 2 different ones at one point, the 2 times I've been there. Anyway, that's pretty scary, but if it was the outside glass, I don't believe that. It's not, I mean, I don't believe it would have, for the elevator it's fine, but it's still not safe. I mean, it's been so windy that, yeah, they had to shut it down for safety. I mean, glass falling to the ground is freaking dangerous, and they're lucky no one got hurt, because it's a tourist attraction, and even with, there shouldn't be so many people, especially after today's news about the variant being really bad. The Omicron or anyway, my point is that you can see, if this would not blur, you see through the middle, going up the middle, that's the elevator shaft. And yeah, and it made me think, well, if they repair one pane, because of the winds and, well, crazy weather systems just in general now. I mean, that originally was built to last about 100 years, and already there were issues years ago with, like, because you're near a lake, there's erosion and different things that would happen at the base of the tower, and then structurally it is meant to be able to weather high winds, as in, like, it does move, the top does move a bit with the winds, with the power of the winds, and it stabilizes. But I mean, and there's been crews throughout the years that works on the elevator maintenance continuously. But I mean, not elevator, the whole entire tower maintenance. But I am curious what they're going to do. So you can see the red light turning on for the CN Tower tonight. The LED display is starting up. I am very curious, though, what is the plan then, if they're just going to replace that panel of glass that fell, or if they're going to do the entire panel, like all of them, so that, because of the risk. So I don't know, like, maybe they'll just do what was affected, and then but I'm thinking of the cost, like, already because of the tourism industry being affected for the past few years. I know that they wouldn't have made what they generally make, and then I'm wondering who's going to pay for this. Like, originally this was a communication tower built in the 70s by the CN Rail, the CN Railroad Company. CN was like the national, Canada National Railway, blah 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 blah. And it's still a communication tower actually up top. But it's since been owned by, like, Canada Land Property, some corporation. But yeah, it's Canada's tallest free structure. Okay, so a panel of glass repeatedly fell hundreds of meters from the CN Tower, and the news showed the exterior windows, one of the exterior windows providing views to elevator passengers roughly halfway up the 533 meter tall tower. And there's a video by CP24, and you can see, I mean, just showing you guys, will this show? Do you see that? Does that show? So if you saw that, then maybe you can sort of see what I'm talking about when I'm pointing way out. The CN Tower closed it for temporary precaution, and they're gonna, like, they've identified the source of the debris and they're fixing it. So a partially broken pane of glass looming high above, they closed the roads around it. There were no injuries. Police were on the scene, you know what I mean. Avoid the area. CN Tower staff addressing the issues. Yeah, like, falling ice has been an issue before from the CN Tower, but that's like the same from condos and any of the tall buildings you see in the city.
if you're walking along King Street in the business district, you would see, watch out for falling ice. You know what I mean? Because that would happen all the time. Ice falling from like downtown plazas is common because ice builds up in there and then it falls. But the glass thing has been an issue with like condo towers, like tall towers, glass just panes coming down, and I'm wondering about like dangerous debris plummeting from the CN Tower is nothing new, with falling ice a regular problem around the base of the tower and surrounding buildings. Yeah, like any buildings downtown would have that issue. But the ice thing, I mean the possibility of the glass thing just is curious to me. Because I know we had high winds. In fact, there's still an warning issue for high winds again today because of all the weather systems, right, going on. The heat coming with the cold, with all this stuff, and I'm really curious. This is an interesting, my fascination with the CN Tower comes from childhood. I mean, this was built just a few years before my birth, so I grew up with television, local television, that would broadcast Toronto. That wasn't local to me, that was a big city and far away, but the big stations were they would show Toronto, and probably why I loved it so much. And so the CN Tower has been there my whole life as far as a visual, because I was a child in the 80s and I was a teenager in the 90s. And anyway, look at that sky though. Yeah, so I'm fascinated by it, and I'm curious about whether there will be some big construction project of overhaul, or whether they'll just be doing patches throughout the years. Because what about when the 100 years that it was supposed to roughly be around for is up? What happens then? But anyway, I would work there again in a heartbeat, just so you know. I didn't, it was thrilling in a way, and I enjoyed being there at a place that people from all over the world would visit, because it truly is spectacular. And I would like to go up there again sometime as a visitor, and because since I last worked there, they did windows all the way around in a different way, as far as up there in the viewing in the viewing area. And I would love to take new photographs, because I took new I didn't say new photographs, because the photographs I took years ago are from when I worked there long ago. It's just very amazing. Look at it. I don't know. But yeah, that would be shocking, but I don't know, there was something about it. I mean, even when I worked there, I know it sounds dark, but it was always this thought, especially with so much happening in the world, that's quite a building, and the risk if something happened. I know there's procedures, but it's it was just exciting. I liked working there. I worked on the glass floor at times doing the photography, but I mostly worked at stations, what was it called? Various stations for when we had the lineups of the long lines. And I once worked a Christmas, there was a Christmas party, and I did the photos of people for the Christmas party, of the other staff of the tower. I remember that. I didn't really, I don't know, I would work there again if I could, even for I don't know if they'll ever, I'm not sure if they will have a photography company that is a tenant again anytime soon. I know that they have their Edgewalk and their photography for that, and I just don't know if they're ever going to, I don't know if they'll ever have a company work there the same way again, or if one's been there all along. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, I was just rambling. I'm gonna, look, there's some pink in the sky. I'm gonna turn this on for a time lapse now. I just want to ramble a bit. It's exciting and scary when stuff like that happens, but the glass falling from towers and ice in the winters or whatever and stuff, I mean, I guess we should be lucky there isn't worse, considering, right? And, yeah, but there's a certain spot in my heart for that tower, for having worked there, but long before I worked there, seeing it on television and what it represented of the city and all that sort of thing. Yeah. Anyway, there's stuff flying in the air because of the wind. I'm gonna turn it on for a quick time lapse as the night comes on. Tuesday, December 16th, 2021, 6:02 p.m. or 6:01 when I first stepped out the door. You can see the moon. It's at like 95%, 94, 95.
or so percent before full moon. CN Towers. I'm trying to be steady, but it's hard. There we go. Ooh, crisp. So I was just sitting in there at the computer, and I was thinking about, like I often do, I wanna go take pictures of things. Like go over to Ontario Place and take pictures. And I often see, like I said on Instagram, people taking photos, photos of places really close to me, like walking distance. And then I think of taking the streetcar. Well, there is none. The streetcars are under repair, the rails or whatever, for certain sections, but I still think of getting to the beaches anyway, and going there and going to my old Willow Pier. But a day like today, I'm very reluctant to, it just sort of halts me in that, it kind of, with the news, I mean, of things getting worse, as I figured they might, given how they were going in the States, in the UK, I mean, and such. I kind of figure, I knew that this winter was going to be tough, and I really wanted to show the store down there, but I really did want to. Hi, Chai. No, it's not. Gosh, you guys shouldn't let me call you by the wrong name. Oh, Chai is up here. Chai is up here. No, Smudge at the door. Chai. I don't have the. Hi, Chai. Remember that? Hi. What was I gonna say? I was looking at my vlog from the first couple weeks of December, and it has me thinking about, and I was looking at Instagram and all the photos of places near here, and it made me think, I wish I would go out there and take photos and that, but I just can't right now. It's the agoraphobia, but it's also, I mean, now that they're confirming that it's further, there's more, it travels more in the airways and the whole bronchi thing. I mean, the last time I was really sick in 2017 from a flu bug, it gave me a bad case of bronchitis, like infectious one, like the kind that you need to get, like that if you don't get treated, it turns into pneumonia. And so just the details of what's coming out right now about this, it just terrifies me, I'll be honest. And you can't live in fear, but you also can't just put yourself into stupid positions. Like, don't go be stupid on purpose. And yeah, I mean, the most important thing to me is keeping safe and keeping the cats, keeping it together for the cats and us. I can't, as it is, I'm at risk whenever the door opens or when he goes to work, which he's gone to work right now. The boosters are open to everyone as of Monday, and I think as soon as we can, we're going to get our booster shots. He's priority because he goes and faces the public, but we both will need them, so we'll both get our boosters as soon as we can. And that means me going out there anyway, but yeah, we'll get a booster shot as soon as we can. All I can think of is we gotta make it through this. We gotta, because I don't like the alternative. I don't want anything to happen to the cats. I don't want them broken up from each other, you know, if something happened to us. I just can't. I can't. And so yeah, I am worried about it. Those who don't believe in the pandemic or whatever, I don't even want to hear about it. I don't even want to hear it because I can't. I'm not fighting with people about that. But anyway, like I said, I've got my journaling to do. I want to finish this before the new year, so I'm gonna watch YouTube videos. First my own to see what it was like, but I've got a whole list of videos I'm watching, and then I need to finish this many pages so that I can start a fresh journal, because in this journal now there's 2 obituaries and an honor roll. Dean's list, notification, Dean's letter, but most of the time it's not most of the time, I can't even form a thought. I want to move on from this journal, but I don't want to abandon it, so I got to get going through it. Just to think what would happen, that this was one I got in Italy. I got this in Italy, in Venice, Italy. It was one of the 2 journals bought in St. Mark's Square, and it's just like, it doesn't, that unique specialness, that magic is not in this, and that's just how it goes sometimes, you know. It's a great size too. It's a perfect little size. See, here's my iPhone beside it. It's like, oh shoot, it's right, like, what a great size for a journal at times when you want to keep it small, but even then it's still been a struggle since I started it. So I'm not playing the video game for 2 reasons. The Contract DLC came out and I am excited to play it, but when I tried, there was a lot of loading session stuff because of the popularity of it. So I'm gonna wait until it's not as difficult. And the other big thing was uploading that vlog and uploading this one. The Series in Space one is a great episode from the other night, which was a lot of fun. I did some stuff I hadn't done before, like being on the surface of a planet with a scarab, I think it's called. I don't know what it's called. It was super fun, but I had to patch it together because of the disconnections. So that is going to be the big video that I can't wait for it to get up. And then there's one other thing I want to mention. So I do have some plans aside from school, which, by the way, I do have my schedule for classes now. I need a mouse pad. I need a mouse pad big time. Anyway, so my school schedule is for the next term, which starts January 10th. I thought it was January 6th. Why does it say January 6th on the one thing? No, it says 10th. January 10th. January 10th is the first day of term. I have Mondays off, which is kind of great for me, because then I can like do whatever I want on the weekend on the video games, whatever I'm doing. Tuesday I will have computer skills 2, which, like I've said before, I have issues with this whole thing only because this isn't like my 3rd attempt at semester 2, and it's not because I can't do the work. I made Dean's List for term 1. It's just that when I get overwhelmed stress-wise by life stuff or things, I just shut down, and like when it's my stuff to deal with, because I'm dealing with it, and I just hope I don't. And I also hope that I don't lose a relative, because I have lost one the past 2 terms. So yeah, it sucks. But like I said in a previous clip, I know a lot of people are dealing with that, and it's just part of how it is, and I need to do something like this. So and this is only term 2 of 3, plus I'll probably need to do the academic bridging to get some other courses I wouldn't otherwise get, if that's still free. before hopefully I can get into, I don't know if I can get into college based on financial reasons, because as somebody who's married, our finances count against qualifying for the education support money. So I don't even know that if I'll be able to take further education, which sucks. You can't. It's a barrier. But yeah. So this is computers, and then just like before, there will be the career and life transitions to the second part of the course. Wednesdays, nothing in the morning, but the creative exploration in the afternoon. The previous 2 terms, I'd have that on Friday afternoon, and I'd have Mondays, I'd have college English. But this time, I have nothing on Mondays, and I have creative exploration on Wednesday. And then Thursday, this one is a sociology class, and then college English in the afternoon. So this is going to be like a intense day. College English is not difficult. It's just if I hear one more word about Grammarly, but I'm going to hear about Grammarly yet again. Grammarly. I think it's a keylogger, but whatever. Let's just move on. And then Friday afternoon, the class that I'm taking then is Speaking with Confidence. And it's one of the electives. I think it's it's an elective, or it's one of, So some of them are electives and some of them are core courses of the program. And so so this is my term to take 3, I guess. Take 3. Yeah. And so I'll continue to use this for my notes of class, and this is what I'll use for like my notes making. And then I'm gonna pull out the agenda to block out my time. Now I was so smart to get the this is from Indigo, and this was September, October, November, December, so it's a term of school. There are 3 of them in the box that I got, and so the next one is going to be January, February, March, April, and it's in the box, and having them separated into terms means that term finished, put away. But because I didn't complete this term, I had withdrawn in so many ways. I don't have to worry about like using a year agenda and feeling like, oh, there's all that time I failed and didn't do anything. And no, so yeah, because I dropped out the first month. I had no problem with courses either. It's just I just could not. So yeah, I didn't even want to see a Zoom call. I didn't want to deal with any freaking nothing. So I'm only keeping this for a little bit longer so that I can copy the week 1, week 2, week 3, because each week of the college term is titled week 1, week 2, week 3, and then there'll be an intercession week, and then so I will fill this out in the new one with the corresponding dates of how the term will work. And I think it's great I don't start on Monday, because then that means that Monday classes won't be affected by holidays. Although Fridays will be, I guess. But yeah, I'll put this in the new one, but it'll be the same sort of, it'll be whatever the new is. And I'll just, from here, I'll see what paper I can reuse in some recyclable way. And I'll get rid of it when I'm done, when I've filled out the new one. So the new one, this is what it had come in. This is what that yellow book had come in. 2021, 2022. And it was a set of 3 academic agendas. So the next one, like I said, is, oh, well, that's May, June, July, August. That would be, if I stay on track, that would be my 3rd term, which would give me the certificate for this particular program. But anyway, January, February, March, April. So this is the one that I'm gonna fill out next. Yeah, I painted my fingernails silver. So this one is the one I'll fill out and that I'll use for the new year. And I'll use it for my school and other things. We'll see what happens. So that goes in the box. I'm gonna use it. So I'll work on that closer to, let me do this. I'll work on that closer to the time of school starting. So if I do it right now, I'm just way too eager to do it. But I'm not leaving it to the last minute either. But it's not like I don't have holiday plans or anything, so yeah. So I'm gonna use that and probably include my the fall term where I was successful. I could include that in this, like, this thing here. I think this was a great idea. I would do this again if I end up doing more education or something, or just to have an agenda planner if I don't make some of my own. So yeah, I'm gonna journal and watch videos while that is uploading at 75%. It's 75% and it's not giving me an ETA, which means it's still got a ways to go, like a long time to go. But I have this plan. Oh, I know what I wanted to show. I'm gonna show you guys what it is. His work didn't give a bonus, but they let them pick some gifts, like basically like rich people gifts. He imagines that they're on tiers, like probably the gifts are bigger the higher up you are in the company. But yeah, so they got to have choices of what they wanted. I mean, I'm sure some people would prefer money, food, etc. But this is what I decided to pick. Because he let me pick the gift for myself. Because yeah, it was hard for him to pick, and then yeah, I decided to get. It's called the LED ring light with tripod, and it's for the phone. So I'm gonna use it for filming journaling videos, ASMR videos, and a secondary camera while I'm doing from different vantage points if I really up my vlog game. So the LED light won't be for my face. It'll be for like how I'm shooting right now. It'll brighten up the space for that. So that was, I mean, it's a nice gift because we have food thanks to his other job, then it's fine. But if it was still the same situation we were struggling with, it would just be like, okay, we can't eat that, you know. But anyway, it's nice of him to get that. Besides that, but yeah, I'm rambling now. I just wanted to let you guys know what I'm up to right now.